It is the 15th of July, 1944. There are currently three major conflicts going on in the world. There is the German-American War First Edition, which includes the War of the Axis against the Allies and the Comintern. Now, in this war, the Allies have taken a relatively significant amount of casualties, but it's nothing compared to the amount of casualties the Soviets have been taking. And the Soviet Union is 68% towards capitulation. Whereas the Germans have taken a significant amount of casualties as well. So have the Italians, really. And Italy is actually being invaded right now. The second war is the one that we're involved in, which is the German-American War. And yes, there we see that Japan and Ethiopia have inflicted most of the casualties on the United States. And Italy and Ethiopia done the same to the United Kingdom and their respective vassals. And lastly, there's the Japanese-Chinese War, which is ongoing, where the Chinese have taken significant casualties against the Japanese, but the Japanese as well have taken quite some losses, but look kind of poised to kind of poised to do something. But if you look at the field and manpower, the Chinese have just so much of it in the field that I don't know how this is going to end. Anyway, so the Japanese are doing Japanese things over here and seem to be relatively successful with it. The Germans are defeating this little British landing, yet another landing in the Normandy. That does not look too good for the British. And the Soviet Union is actually pushing back against the Hungarians here on this front. And at the same time, the UK has managed to get across in Italy and is threatening Taranto. So Greece is still sort of happening or not. It changes hands very quickly. But in Africa, the situation is that I think the Allies here the days of the Allies here are doomed, pretty much. They might be holding here still, but we'll leave them alone in that area for now. They have some troops here, also the Americans, and we were just defending here around Tobruk for now. In the south, however, I think the Allied cause in Belgium is pretty much done for, because they have absolutely no way of assaulting these German positions here. And what we'll do is we'll actually tighten the noose, because we now have a supply hub in Sudan. And I am not sure what is that. Yeah, that's a level 2 railroad, so that should be hopefully sufficient. And that means our troops are now supplied. I think we are still constructing railroads to connect everything here. So right now the troops here in the south are just getting into position. We are a little short as usual on support equipment and AA, but everything else is kind of looking good. So some of these troops are a little bit missing equipment. And yes, it's mostly support equipment and anti-air. All the rest looks pretty good. So we are getting we're upgrading artillery. We've got a good amount of trucks at this point, such that I think we will actually be able to do some things like, for example, from this port here. Once the trains are there, we can actually slightly expand the amount of logistics that they can handle. How's that? That should work. Yeah, that should work. So this clears out this region, and we were going to do the same thing here, and that hopefully. I don't think we have sufficient trucks to do that everywhere for all armies, but we will have to manage that by hand as is usual with everything here. But we can manage to get our logistics here under control. Let me have a very quick look if I have set up the port defense. I have. So they need 16 divisions. They've got 33, so they're still good. We've got 3 dockyards. Yeah, sure, build convoys for all I care. And we can modify our government. I don't think we need anybody. No, we don't really need anybody. I would love to have another one of my generals in the military high command, but I think they are still pretty much noobs. Yes, they are still noobs. They are not. He might once he reaches level 4, he might be able to join. But yeah, there's not an awful lot else that I can do here. In terms of production, we are concentrating on close air support because we actually have an air force. And yeah, this is still okay. We do have an air force. We've got two close air support wings stationed here. I think we will increase our air base to a level 2 air base. Yep, let's do that. Once the railroads are constructed, we'll get that all built. These 2 air wings are currently getting upgraded. We do have enough to have another air wing up, so we may as well actually get one up already. There's the second fighter wing. We're not building any fighters, but we can put these old planes here for training already, and these guys can start training. So that's that. Okay. And then once these troops here all are in, I think actually we are in position. To be fair, I don't think they have anything here. We can start pushing them against Leopoldville, which will cut off supply pretty much from everything here. So let's see if we can take Leopoldville. Let's leave one behind and just kind of push them here, and at the same time I think we've got sufficient. This is across rivers, so I'll try to avoid that. But we may be. I have no idea how many of the British are here. So let's attack them and find out. And we might be able to just completely encircle them there, and cut them off from their supply lines. And then we'll just cut through and how many divisions are we fighting? 3 divisions, but they're pretty well supplied, but our divisions are quite powerful at this point. I will have to start, yeah, that worked pretty easily, and see if we can take Leopoldville and then just wipe these out here. In fact, actually, keep pushing north. If we can get across the river line here, although there are American tanks here. So let's see how this goes. We will need to start upgrading these divisions once we have more. How's our artillery looking like? 93. It's not an awful lot. Once we have more artillery available. Okay, they have tried to. They are assaulting Leopoldville, and I don't think these guys are going to be able to hold that. So that takes away their capital, which means we immediately need a railroad from here to there, pretty much. And let's get that scheduled in after that. We are once again engaging our industry just in in dealing with infrastructure. But I think we can take Leopoldville. We want to leave 1 division here to defend. So let's get these 4 and see if they can use the momentum. We are getting counterattacked here, so let's leave 1 division to defend. And the other 2 to see if we can get the encirclement here. We don't even know how many divisions there are. It looks like just 1 American division here that we can wipe out. But they are trying to counterattack us from Leopoldville, which has failed. So these guys are doomed. And we will chunk away at them, which means these divisions here, they do have a port. Okay, infantry anti-tank is done. This gives us 25% heart attack and doubles our piercing. So I'm actually going to... this is leg infantry plus 5% soft attack. Anti-tank is kind of something that I do need to start researching. But I can... This is still ahead of time. I am actually considering rather doing this, to be honest. We haven't done any recon, which we need at some point, maybe. This is just giving us more entrenchment, I believe. No, this actually gives us urban and fortress attack and river attack and defense. So this is also good. Let's get that researched. Okay, cool. So yeah, these divisions here are now royally screwed. Let's see if we can manage to encircle them here. While the rest of the troops is still actually getting into position. But if that works, then these guys are in serious trouble. And yeah, they now have to hold against the Germans. But I would like to hold this river line here. This is across the river, but we can pierce that. What is that? An armored division that we're fighting here? I am, yeah, the light tank, French light tank division. Okay, this is actually not working as well as I think it does, but we might be able to push these light tanks out of here. So we do need to leave one division in Leopoldville. Nope, you need to stay here, please. Okay, hang on. You are going to get a fallback line. Good old trick. So you stay there. You three move on. Take that out. And I think these two need to defend at this point because they are getting counterattacked. And we will see if these three can push that single tank division out there in the north. And then here we can already start. I think there is not an awful lot left. Let's just expand. And already start the assault here to clean up that cauldron there. We do have 3 divisions which can start attacking here. This I think is again across rivers. Yes, it is. So let's get a makeshift bridges going, and that should improve our capabilities. Here we've got the divisions trickling in. So. We've got plenty of divisions here. I think we are going to launch a flat out, no, actually, through there, and here. Let's see if we can get a flat out assault happening here. Is that a river line? I'm not sure, but I am tempted to. I think we can just take Stanleyville. There's nobody here, so let's get some air support going. These are going to be on close air support. There we go. And that'll allow us to push through there. This push isn't happening, but we can support that assault. Yep. Just support the assault, and we will also assault from here. I think that worked. So actually leave one division here. Okay, and then here we can just defend, and that should take care of that. Have they reinforced? There's a Welsh infantry division now. Come on, I want to get across. I want to get across that river line to encircle these divisions. These 3 can start attacking here, and you can support that assault. Okay, now I think we have pretty much everybody engaged except for the mountaineers here, who can assist with this one. And here we are literally just, yeah, they're just open here. They don't have sufficient amounts of troops. So let's just see if we can cut through here, pretty much. And here as well. Yep, just see if we can get through there. I think they're still defending. They're still reinforcing there in the north. I need some divisions to support this attack, so we can actually encircle them. I have no idea who's sending me things. Yeah, sure, send me. I don't mind. I have no idea how many divisions we're actually facing. It's just one. It's but they keep reinforcing before I can get across the river, which is quite annoying. And here we are literally just... Okay, hang on. We need to extend the front line because that hasn't happened. There we go. Okay, so you stay right there on your front line. And I think here we are... Yeah, we're just wiping them out, I think, at this point. Still not across here in the north. That river assault is difficult. That one American division that went in there is very annoying because we are attacking across rivers, which of course is not a great idea. This is also an attack across rivers, but they are encircled. So let's give them some assistance. And I think they have already been defeated in the south before we even made it, before we even made the push across the river in the north. So, well, it is what it is. Just keep pushing them. Ireland has joined the Allies. Oh, great. So if we didn't have any other problems. And yeah, that attack here in the north, they keep reinforcing. There's a Portuguese division now as well. They keep reinforcing. Here we are. They are encircled, but they are pretty well entrenched and we're attacking across rivers. So enable the makeshift bridges again. And see if that makes... Yeah. And we now have to deal with the Irish. And these are trying to get across... Still trying to get across the river here in the north. But everything else is pretty much cleaning up these divisions here. And they have nothing. There's nothing more here. Unfortunately, there's also no supply here. So let's see what we can do to shorten the lines a little. And same here, just go across. They are kind of massing here in the north. So this will just defend for now, but we have supply there. Mountain Infantry 2 is done. And we can... This just gives them 5% organization. I think I'm going to keep going with... I'm going to already start with the Maintenance Company 4, which gives us more equipment. And especially AA and support equipment we are getting a little short on. But we have air superiority now. Ethiopian air is going. How does it look in the north here? Everything's cool. This I think is going to get cleaned up. But this might or might not work. I mean, they're defending here. They've got an airport. However, and they have managed to break out of Cherbourg again. Interesting. Maybe that's that vaunted Irish support. Here, I'm not sure if the Soviets managed to push them back, but this looks quite like they will manage to push them back, although because they are completely out of supply there. As usual, supply decides conflicts. Okay, so that's been cleaned up. Nice. So we've got that all sorted. Let's see if we can break through here and catch them here on that side. While we are completely, we're completely cleaning them up here. There's nowhere else they can go. So that actually is not great. It's the supply situation here. Dreadful, of course, but that's because we haven't connected. The supply hub. Let's delete that defensive line. We no longer need it, which means that these divisions can now be on the front line. Okay, but yes, supply, we need to wait until that's connected, otherwise we were not going to have supply, which isn't going to be any fun. But we can push from the other side. Okay, that kind of push, we'll just defend here for now, because we are running again out of supply. Same here, just defend. And we are getting more troops here, so that's not so much of a problem, but we'll see if we can cut off some divisions. Some divisions over here. These are very much out of supply, American and... No, these are Liberian forces, actually. I'm not sure what they're doing here. I mean, I know that they have joined the war, but Oh, we'll just clean them up here. Okay, and you can support that from the other side. There we go. Despite being out of supply. North is all clean, but we're just waiting for a supply to get sorted here. And that is still not connected, probably because it'll take a moment for the railroads to be connected. This no longer needs to be, but this forward base now needs to supply the rest here. Same with this one. And once that comes online, that one as well. Don't like fighting out of supply, but I think we managed to get some divisions here cut off. Okay. And yeah, the Vichy, we will have to fight the Axis here. There's unfortunately no way around it. Hopefully the Allies are going to concentrate a little bit more on Europe going forward. In fact, can I get you lot to just keep assaulting towards Stanleyville here? I don't think Stanleyville is a supply hub. No, it is. It is actually a supply hub. So that's kind of our next target. There are some American troops here that have been encircled. So please clean those up. What's this one division? Okay, so that's done. We actually, in fact, have a very short front line here now. Where are we assaulting? No, stop that assault for now. And you two, stop that assault. Okay. Let's get the front lines realigned. I think the northern front line can be shortened significantly up to there. And in return, we're extending this one. There we go. And we do need to give you offensive lines pretty much all the way up to there. I do, however, want to push in this direction if possible. So we're getting assaulted on the lines here, and we're just holding up in the north, which is fine. But let's see if we can sort out the supply situation here ish. It's not ideal. We're good on trucks, but we don't have the supply hubs. So everybody needs to regain some of needs to regain some organization, and then we will continue pushing them here. Don't walk off, just stay there. There's no supply over here. Okay, speed that up a little bit. Okay, troops here are relocating. They are trying to counterattack us. Good luck with that. And these troops are still really short on support equipment and AA. Yeah, here the supply is now starting to get a little better. So again, let's see if we can push towards Stanleyville. Stanleyville is what supplies the whole line here. Why are we attacking here? Stop that. Support guards attacking. The troops here are sort of just shuffling for position, so let's expand the front line a little bit. Okay, these guys are out of supply, but that might need some more strength to get through here. See if we can push them back a little bit. And this does not look as successful as it... Oh, that's another river attack. Okay, stop it. Avoid going across the rivers. Everybody settle into your front lines, please. We don't need the front line against the Axis yet. So just shorten that to here, please. And can I get all of you, since you're all here, can I get all of you to attack here, please? And push them out towards Stanleyville if you can. In fact, actually go there, then there, and then there. There we go. Okay, yeah, these front lines will sort themselves out. We're just moving the armies around at this point. And that move, if it succeeds, in fact, let's leave one division here. If it succeeds, we'll cut them off from their remaining supply, and then there's not an awful lot. No, Italy, you don't get a non-aggression pact. But obviously now, okay, now these guys are expanding here, which is what I didn't like. because now Free France is taking things that we then have to take off them again. But we'll deal with that when we get to it. For now, it's about clearing out the allies here. So let's leave another division here just to defend, and the rest of you keep assaulting and see if you can cut them off in Stanleyville. And we already are actually at Stanleyville, so they're trying to counter push us here, but I think they're leaving their front lines quite open. So if we can make some progress here, that would be swell. And I think we are across the lines, despite being pretty much out of supply. Again, is the supply hub connected? Yes, the supply hub is connected. Okay, so that needs to use trucks. That no longer needs to use trucks. And that probably does not need to use... No, it does need to use trucks. Okay. So, okay, that already... Yeah, we're going to need some more troops here. Otherwise, this is going to be a very short offensive. It's a little counterattack there from them. But I think we are now starting to see sufficient troops here in the front lines. You can stay right there and attack Stanleyville from that side. You 4 can actually be useful since you're here, and attack Stanleyville from there. If we can take Stanleyville, then we've got these divisions here encircled, and then we can deal with them. 5 divisions are attacking Stanleyville. It's again across the river. Makeshift bridges. It's once again across the river, which is less than ideal. That's not happening. Okay, so let's not do that. But I think we will manage to cut them off here. There are 3 divisions left, and we have aerial superiority. So with our air power, we might be able to sort this out. In fact, we are we're getting some more divisions here onto the front line, so it's all good. That line no longer needs to contain that. In fact, can I clean that up? Come on. Only up to there, yeah. Because the Axis have already taken that. And once we've taken Stanleyville, then we have at least some localized supply. Support that attack, please. Okay, they've actually counterattacked us here. Interesting. Let's see if we can counterattack them. Because we've got plenty of divisions here. So make yourselves useful. There's no need for you to hold back. Just push them. Okay. And I think we are going to take Stanleyville. It just takes a little bit of time to get across. We have an air doctrine available. Yes, please. We'll take that. Everything else looks decent still. Ethiopian Djibouti. How's our stockpiles? We've got lots of infantry equipment. We might be able to... See, the thing is, I would love to release these guys, but currently they're a collaboration government. It would take them a lot to get more autonomy, and I can't, because I don't technically control that anymore, because it's a collaboration government. I can't actually release them as an independent nation. I might clean that up towards the end of the game, but for now that's just what we're going to be living with. So let us continue to focus on the military campaign, and we are going to need some more fuel. Who can I trade with for fuel? Oil. I'm also short on steel. Okay. Can I trade with the Soviets, actually? Who can I trade with for steel? Well, Vichy France is who we're trading with, unfortunately. I would much prefer to trade with the Soviet Union, but it looks like the Soviet Union is out of steel. They don't have any to trade, which is a little unfortunate. So Vichy France it is. However, we do need more steel. Are we trading? No, we're not exporting any of these. Okay, we might actually, we have on free trade, we might actually go back to, this will cost us a bit of research and factory output, but this will give us some of our steel back. So this might be a decent shift here. Still -1 on the steel, but I think, yeah, we got a bit of steel back. So we're not actually exporting. We are exporting to the Germans, which is great. And we are going to need oil. Iran, can I ask you to... No, just one. Just one factory. Thank you. Okay, meanwhile, we have completed the encirclement here. So if everybody could please wipe these guys out, that would be lovely. Including you. And we can continue to push north here. In fact, we can actually probably see if we can take central Congo over there. So how is that going to look? That looks like it's going to work. You assist with that assault. And here we are. Yeah, here we're just cutting through them at this point. They don't have anything left to do that we can. They have aerial superiority over East Africa, which isn't going to help them because we're not doing anything in East Africa, but we have free military factories. What do we need? What are we short of? We are short of anti-air and RT and support equipment. So production. Definitely 1 into support equipment, 1 into RT, and 1 into AA. We need to increase our output here. What's our production efficiency? Support equipment still growing. But, and yeah, AA is still growing, and artillery is already pretty good. So, okay, next factories go into that. So here we are just, might need some assistance in wiping these divisions out. Okay. We are pushing them here. We are out of supply. They're out of supply. That American brigade is pretty powerful, actually. But I think we can get them to support that. We can get them out of there. All right. And yes, have we taken Stanleyville? Where was Stanleyville? There was a supply hub somewhere. No, we haven't actually taken Stanley. Oh no, this is a different one, is it? Where was that supply hub? There was one. I lost it. Okay, why are you people moving off? Support that assault. There. Okay. And here we are just wiping them out. Okay, you, not you, but you can clear that up. Okay. And yeah, we're literally just wiping them out here at this point. How does it look in the north? We will start pushing in the north once. Let's probe. Let's probe their defenses here a little bit. This might actually work out. Let's try to push them back a little bit and see how that goes. And attack them here as well. Yep. And everybody is attacking. Good. Okay. These divisions have no supply here. Where did that supply hub go? I'm pretty sure there was a supply hub in... Or maybe this is just the regional supply and it's not actually an actual supply hub. Okay, maybe. Well, supply is going to be terrible. But we already knew that. So right now we are just attacking. Okay, keep going and try to limit the amount of territory that the Axis can take. That would be good. And that is once again across the river. Okay. Bridges, everybody, bridges. Okay, keep attacking. Close air support 3 is finished. Nice. Can we... And that's as far as we go. We may as well research fighters and start building some fighters. And now we can start close air support 3. There we go. Okay. We also might at some point create an intelligence agency, but right now I'm more interested in getting my equipment under control. Attack the Americans here. Yep. Just push them out. Just drive them before you as things go. 2 divisions here. Can we get through that? It's still across a river. The amount of rivers in Africa is really irritating. And the absolute lack of supply as well. Unfortunately, the Germans are holding this supply over there, and I don't want to be at war with both at the same time. I would like to encircle them as much as possible and contain them. Can we move here and see if we can get some assaults going there? Yes, we can. These divisions are still clear in the clear. So not you. You, can you actually? Is there supply anywhere there? No, it would be a negative. It's only this one. So let's already expand that to trucks and see if we can shorten that a little bit. And just keep pushing them back. And keep pushing them back here. And keep pushing them back here. Okay, so all these attacks here are struggling now. But I think we've broken through. And yeah, I would really love to contain. I would love to contain. That's why I want to push already from the north here. I would love to contain the axis if possible. Let's see if we can make it all the way there. Just while we keep everybody else occupied. Let's break through there. We've got 1 million men potentially under arms. The Zhangxi clique has capitulated. Okay, hang on. Let's have a quick look at Japan. Yeah, Japan is making inroads. This all looks messy now, but Japan is definitely on the go here. How are the Soviets looking? I think the Soviets are getting pushed back again. Does that mean that yes? No. Oh, the Allies are massively expanding in Normandy. They've cut off this whole area here. Ooh, that's nasty. So that'll actually draw. Are they making any progress here? Not quite, but yeah, that might actually draw some. That might actually draw some troops off out of Africa, which I would be very much in favor of. Okay, how's it looking down here? Not great. No supply as usual. Can we get everybody on the attack here? I would love. Okay, Demiseseged falls ill. That's unfortunate, but nothing we can do about that. I would really like to push the allies out of here and make sure that the axes are contained as much as possible. Okay, we are starting to run. Probably we're going to start outrunning our supply here pretty soon. So I am going to stop that assault and just take this town here. And everybody here needs to help clear out these pockets. Sudan. Sure, go ahead. That creates Ethiopian Sudan. Nice. Which is great. We just need Ethiopia. This is not Ethiopia, this is Sudan. We'll liberate it as we go. How does it look in the south here? I think we are making inroads and we are cutting them off eventually. I don't have enough troops in the north on this northern flank, I believe, but I think I can just expand that flank and reduce that one subsequently. There, that should give them some more. Should give them some more divisions here. Okay. And here we'll just. I think we are breaking through here. So again, the problem being that we don't have sufficient supply. But let's see how far we can get. Let's see if we can. See if we can contain the axis there. This is actually owned by Spain. So if we can take this, because Spain is not involved, right? Is Spain involved? Spain is not involved. So Spain is neutral in this conflict, which means if we can take this, then we'll actually have them contained here, which would be great. Everything else is just on the move. And I think our aircraft are a little bit far away from everything. We don't have another airport, but Yeah, there's nothing they can still do, so we'll just take their mission off for now. So they are too far away. Once we have captured an airport that's a little closer, what can we have here? It's probably war propaganda. It usually is. Is it? No, it's military parades. No, we don't need military parades. And we also don't need that. We don't want to blow up the Suez Canal. And we don't want to appropriate land for industrial means. It's all good. Somebody commented that my industry is too weak. Yes, I know. This is not a world conquest run. This is just an industrial, and this is due to the fact that Ethiopia, for the most time, has literally not had much of an industry, because we had to, you know, this is no step back where Ethiopia does not get an industry. So, in fact, can you actually attack here? See if we can encircle these divisions. How does it look in the north? They are still counterattacking. But we might be able to just encircle them here. And then go through there. Okay, let's see if that works. These divisions are still trying to get across, but it is taking them a while. This attack here, okay. Unfortunately okay, Shaanxi has also capitulated. Unfortunately, that always means that, once more, that always means that that the defenders get time to reorganize themselves on the other side. But I think we might be able to encircle a couple of divisions here, if we're lucky. These are some British divisions, mixed, actually there's a Belgian divisions, just British command, really. So, we're fighting out of supply, and this is costly in terms of equipment. But this should work out. Okay, actually just surround them and then attack them, and you attack from here and you attack from there. There we go. Okay. That's all good. You can already push here. Are we getting through here? Yes, we are getting across yet another river line with these divisions. We do need to leave one behind. Engineer Company 3, which is good. Let's leave one behind. And that means we can research better field hospitals. One thing about the field hospitals is, and I think I've mentioned that a couple of times, is that they do help with our losses, and also with our losses of experience. But still, I mean, we are taking losses, and it is going to hurt the experience. So if we're doing kind of attacks like this, oh, nice little encirclement there. It is hurting. So this attack, I think, is not going to happen. Yeah, that attack is not going to happen. But these divisions here can probably cut through there and see if they can reach this from the north. And you can, oh yeah, you're already pushing there. We don't need you to push there. You can actually take that and then get around, just to make sure we're controlling this. This is all impassable territory up north there. And yeah, so these 10 divisions here are somewhat struggling to get across the river line because, well, they're out of supply and everything takes a long time. But we are now getting to the point, and if somebody, give me one division here, just one. You take that, please. And I think we'll be swooping through Africa here relatively successfully. Okay, I do need one division to stay behind and actually defend this. But yeah, I think we are managing. Oh, dang it! I really wanted this. I wanted this province to catch the Germans, so they couldn't connect. Unfortunately, they have managed to connect. So. In fact, Get me one division here. No. Can I not get through there? Okay, can't get through there. Can I get through this? Yes, I can. And you can assault this from the north. And then we've got a bunch of divisions here encircled. Okay, cool. And more divisions, please. Trying to... No, just go around and try to cut them off there. And you go around here and try to capture this territory. Yep, I want them contained so that we can continue to take Western Africa. Okay, these should hopefully be. Yeah, sure. Send me trucks if you want. I don't mind. Attack here. Are we getting through? Where are my 10 divisions that are... Okay, yeah, these guys are taking a while to get through there. And obviously, again, no supply. We can probably... Yeah, we have no supply anywhere here, so we might as well not bother. We leave that one. That one is no longer needed. And yeah, that's what we can do here, because the Germans are holding the supply ports, which is really, really annoying, but I don't want to get into a war with the Germans just yet. And there are British, what are these, medium tanks? I'm not so sure about that. We'll just cut through Africa, and there is no supply anywhere. This is the next supply port, so we will hopefully manage to get there. This attack is obviously not happening, but can you all please focus on that? And these 10 are still trying to get through here. Okay, yeah. Kill them before we've reconnected them. There we go. They haven't managed to reconnect, and our front lines are messed up at this point. But yeah, send me more trucks. I'm happy with that. I'm more or less managing them by hand at this stage. What we really need is a supply port, because we are completely fighting out of supply here. And there's a British tank division stationed on the other side over there. But unfortunately the supply is all held by the Germans here, which is very annoying. So we'll just make sure that we get everything sorted and get them contained if possible. Okay, we are fighting British tanks again. Can we get across there? No. That is not happening. Stop the attack. We might be able to encircle them here, however. That would be great if we can make that happen. Yeah, we're not getting through those tanks, so let's see if we can just get around them. And actually, see if we can cut them off from supply down there, because that's... Nope. Okay, so the tanks are now trying to push against us. Let's see if we can manage to get that sorted. I need more divisions here, so let me fix the front lines. Can you get new traits? No. These are just... Oh, he can... Nice, he can get a role, but I think I already have a regrouping and an infantry specialist. Let me double check. He is an infantry expert, and he is the regrouping. So I could... because he's not one of my guys, but I could get him. Could give him the infantry specialist. Okay, I can't add him yet into the high command because I've got already one. But that would be good. Okay, let me fix the front lines here, because this is an unholy mess at this point, and we are pushing with way too many troops. How is it looking in the north? They are actually pushing against the Germans here, so they haven't managed to expand this, but they've landed a lot of troops here. What are these all? They've got a lot of troops here that they're fighting. There's another landing in the Low Countries where the British are sending troops. My gosh, the Germans get invaded left, right, and center. But I think the Soviet Union is not going to be having a great amount of progress in pushing back. I think they're actually getting contained there. Greece is trying to get to liberate itself again, or get liberated with allied assistance, but these troops don't look in a good shape, and they haven't managed to break out from the Italian invasion here, so that has stalled. We'll let them figure things out there with Vichy France in the north. Here is more our problem at this stage. So let's delete these front lines. And I think with the supply situation, we actually have too many armies here. We are going to get the third army to get a front line. Can I do this? Like that. So they're already going to get ready to assault the Axis, which is something we're going to be doing. And then the first army with 30 divisions gets basically this line here. And you are going to push all the way here. And then I have to be careful with the second army. I am going to draw the second army off at this point, because I think they can hold that. So all the troops here from the second army that are not currently actively engaged, I think I am going to get everybody here from the second army that is in this position here. I am going to send them north here as reinforcements onto that front line. That gives us 18 divisions, and they've got 2 more here, which means I'm missing 2. That's 1 here and 1 there. So these 2 as well can actually head back to the defensive lines here. There we go. So we'll get some reinforcements into North Africa for the push there, and I think the rest of them can handle that here. And so we will stop the assault for now and just get everybody to move back, get out of there, while the rest of the divisions is trucking in. So you need to retreat. There are tanks coming in, and we're not holding that. So get back out of there, stabilize the front line. Let the other army take over, and the Germans can now focus actually here. Given that we are already going to declare war on the Germans anyway at some point, it doesn't make too much of a difference. I've got so many divisions here. Make yourself useful and clear that, and then these 9 divisions, so many divisions. Let's see if we can push through here. We'll keep that push going, but we're abandoning this northern line here for now until everybody else is in. I might have forgotten one more. You can go on the. I've already got 18 there. There should be 6 here. Yeah, I've still missed one, but I'll find them eventually. All right. Have we gotten ourselves an airport, is my big question. And the answer would be no. So that's useless. So can I just build one? Quick airport there-ish. Can I have an airport, please? Make me an airport. Okay. So we're retreating from the front lines here. Everybody else is getting into position. There's another one. Because there's literally just not enough supply to have my whole army positioned here. So push these guys back. What are they doing here? And see if you can contain that. While these guys in the north are just doing whatever they're doing. That's a single Polish tank division that we're not... Oh, because we can't pierce them. Yeah, that's why. So just ignore them. Just get into your front lines. And we may have to halt here and build up some supply, because this is atrocious. Again, I was really hoping that we could get through that. Why are we short on infantry equipment? Wow. How did we lose so much equipment in these fights? Yeah, I think it's the out of supply fights where we are really struggling here. Get the front line stabilized, construct a supply hub. I would say that's a good position. Yes, it's at the front line, I know. That's a level 2. So get me an airbase, then get me a supply hub, and then get that connected. Okay. We have some divisions here. There is actually a supply hub. If we can manage to take that, that would be great. But until that's the case, I am going to go with what we've got here and start constructing one just in case. Okay, they have taken that, which is annoying. Oh, that's a port. Okay, hang on, never mind. I need that and that. I need that port before the Germans get it. And everybody else, get onto your front lines. Can you possibly move a bit quicker if I truck you there on the railroads that are non-existent, but whatever is there, you as well. And get everybody onto their lines. Okay, come on. That's a single tank division. You can break these. Okay, that also alleviates the pressure on the front here a little bit. Yeah, we are starting to have problems with piercing, which is interesting because I thought that with the, although these are still the old ones, they have a piercing of 51. So interestingly enough, that's not enough. We might need to start employing anti-tank guns as well. But yeah, right now we're running extremely low on equipment from these assaults, and I think our economy is not going to be able to sustain that. So we'll see if we can break through there. It's also across rivers again. Can we makeshift bridges that maybe? Come on, a stupid single tank battalion, and I can't break them because I'm out of supply. Is there any industry tech that I need to do still? I think we can do the excavation techs at this point, I believe. But I think I am going to start going down the anti-tank route now. Because yeah, we're not getting through there. Okay, stop that. It's fine. We're not getting through. Just everybody get into your positions and defend. And we need to build up supply. So this is gonna take. Be quiet, Mongolia. Nobody cares. This is going to take until May. So in May we can resume the offensive. Until then, we're going to get into position and just hold, and let our equipment situation recover. Because they have supply there. Okay, maintenance company is done. They have supply there. Get me the engineers as well. And I would like to start changing some of my infantry divisions to the better template, which is having a bit more firepower. But I might. How much piercing would that give me? Almost nothing. That might be because of because we still have to research anti-tank, but it's okay. For now, we'll just defend here. We're out of supply. Yeah, canceling the Lend-Lease, that's okay. We're out of supply. We're building a supply hub. We're getting the railroads going through I've got an airbase now, which at this point might actually be a little late. But we can move our planes over here, and we will have them on close air support in Central Africa. Okay. There we go. So any assaults from these guys, once we have supply, we're going to push them out. These guys have supply. That might work. We'll give it another go from the north. And that would give us this mountain province, because these guys are very low, very unorganized. So if we can break through there. And I think there's nobody here, so I might send one division onto an expedition. Is there a port somewhere here? This is really the port that I want, but let's see if we can... Let's see if there's actually really nobody here and we can just walk through it, actually. That's a railway line of some description. Let's see. We'll try. We'll see how far we get. And if there's nobody here, then we may as well. And I think we have broken through here. So, okay, yep, that looks better. Okay. We are out of supply, but these divisions, these two divisions can assist. We might be able to push them back to the port, actually. Okay, we're again out of supply, but these are just French light tanks. These things we can pierce. Yeah, these things we don't have problems with. And maybe we can manage to cut them off here. I don't know how many troops they have in the rest of Western Africa, but if we can break through... Okay, now it starts looking dreary again. If we can break through here from the north, fighting without supply against these divisions is again not happening. Okay. They are out of supply as well, however. Bigger problem, yeah. Just just hold. We have no supply. Just wait for a couple of months until we have the supply. Okay, yeah. No. They have divisions here. Just retreat. No, it's fine. Just stop. No, just stop the assault. Why are you attacking? Stop the assault. What is it with these piecemeal attacks here? Did I tell you to attack? No, just stop the assault. Just cover your front line. Oh, they've left. They've left. Hang on. Everybody, attack. No. Attack and get through to the port. One tank division, even if we can't pierce it, we are... That Polish tank division, we are going to be able to... Oh, and they reinforced again. Every single time. Okay, never mind. All right, just hold the front line. It's fine. We need to wait for supply. We can't fight without supply. Once the supply hub is constructed, things are going to start looking up in the north here. So until then, we'll just hold this. There's a supply hub. Oop. Capture that. Okay, yep, capture that supply hub, that would be great. Air cancelling Lend-Lease again, nobody cares. That attack isn't happening. But we might be able to take the supply hub off them. And then we just need a railroad connection from here to there. At a level 2. Am I controlling that? I am controlling that. So from there to there, yeah, connect that. Level 2 railroad connection. And then we will actually have supply up there as well. Okay, but that needs to happen first. This supply hub is not yet finished, so. Okay, hold them here. Too many troops here that are supplied that we can't really do an awful lot about. We are completely out of equipment, as usual. But we'll just hold for now. Costly operations will stop, and we wait until our. Is there fighting happening in the north here? It does not look like. How are these guys going? I think they are making progress here against the Axis. Oh, the whole Normandy landings have been cleared up, including the Netherlands. Ooh, that spells doom for the Soviets. The Germans have killed everyone there, and I think that'll be a big problem for the Soviets. Greece has been cleaned up, almost cleaned up as well. That must be some insane losses for the Allies. Let's have a look. So, yeah, United States have taken massive losses here. How about the British? Yeah. The Germans have just inflicted massive casualties on the British here. My gosh, yeah. Yeah, Palestine, you're free. Ethiopian Palestine. We will eventually get you. Soviet Union annexes Tanutuva. Okay, I don't think that's going to save you, but all right. Yeah, because... Okay, so Hungary might defeat the Soviets, and I think the Allies are going to start looking pretty rough here pretty soon. And we have to wait until May to get our supply hub under control, to get our supply situation under control, and then we can once again start the assault. Once we've cleared out West Africa from the Allies, then we will actually attack the Axis as well. But yeah. Anyway, that's it for me today. Thanks everybody. Slow going, slow grind, but I think we've made significant progress here. And I think this airbase is actually already too far behind. Yes, it is. So we are going to build another airbase. Maybe, hang on. What parts are they holding? These parts. Can this airbase cover that? No. See, that's the other problem with Africa. The range is just not sufficient of these close air support planes. Why are we losing? What has happened to all our trucks? Why are we not having enough trucks? Are we using trucks anywhere? Here we might not have to. That makes the supply there worse, but we're not fighting there right now. Does that sort out a little bit? I'm not sure why we're needing so many trucks right now. I don't think I've set any of the supply hubs here to use trucks. I had like 1,000 trucks or something. I don't know where they went. My trucks, maybe they got destroyed during the offensive operations, because we are using trucks quite a bit. But reviewing my supply situation, I don't think anyone here is using trucks. So yeah, that'll have to stop. Because we don't have enough trucks to make that happen. We might need more trucks. We need more of everything. Okay, so we might need more trucks as well. Yeah, let's definitely stop the offensive operations. That's been very costly. I did want to construct an airport anywhere closer to the front lines, but there isn't really an awful lot that I can do. Maybe this one. That is relatively close here, so we can at least use it when we're fighting the Germans. But that is not priority. Everybody seems to be wanting to send us trucks now, which is no Vichy France. That's not happening, which is much appreciated. Do we have garrison issues, by the way? Yes, we have a lot of resistance here, but that is just temporary because we are starting to liberate these territories. South Africa is still not great. And I think that is actually costing us probably, how many 64,000 in garrisons. And I think we might be, yeah, we are losing a lot of equipment. Oh, that's where our guns went. We've lost a lot of equipment to the local uprising. Yeah, pacifying South Africa is going to take a while. They have been under the imperial control of the British for so long that yeah, it's going to take a while to get that sorted. Air superiority over Cameroon. There's nobody there. It's fine. Anyway, okay, enough for today. We have made some significant progress, and next episode we will continue the liberation of Western Africa. And we are not far away from liberating all Africa, I'd say. I think the next big fight is going to be against the Axis, and then once all Africa is liberated, regardless of what the rest of the world's looking like, I'm calling that a win. Anyway, that's it for me today. Thanks everybody, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.